Welcome back, everybody, to Water Player Concussion Sub Series. Finally, we are back on Water Player channel. I know we took a little bit of a break because return to office, everybody opening, countries opening up, so things were a little hectic everywhere. And Sanjay Dubey is doing India Yatra right now. So once returns back, I'm sure we will come back to normal. But guess what? IPL 2022 is back. This time, 70 games are there for the next 2 months, and this is the 15th edition of IPL. And all of you must be noticing I'm wearing a Chennai Super Kings jersey. You'll get to know why very soon. But we have a little disappointed Chennai Super Kings fan Ravi back into action, and Vaishak for our first game post match preview, Chennai Super Kings versus KKR. Welcome, chaps. Firstly, tell me, both of you, how excited are you that IPL is back? Starting with Ravi.
Very excited. I mean, one tournament that we all look for the entire calendar, right? So April May is dedicated for IPL, and yeah, the carnival is back with more number of teams and more number of matches and more excitement. So yeah, looking forward for the tournament.
Excellent, excellent. And Vaishak?
No wonder when they call it as like India Ka Tyohar, right? So that itself says it is a kind of a festival season for the next 2 months, and definitely like IPL, it's kind of brings all the like I know even though it divides the all the Indian fans among its franchises, right? It kind of brings in that regional flavor, like you root for your teams and like how you want your teams to win. So it kind of yeah, it is little different from the like international cricket, but it definitely kind of when you have different kind of teams. Now two more teams coming in, right? So 10 teams, and it creates more excitement right now, I think, this year, because there are two more teams and the players are divided across. I think it's going to be a more even field at this point of time, and that makes it more exciting for me.
10 teams indeed, 10 teams. Lucknow Super Giants and Gujarat Titans. All right, let's shift our focus to game one today. KKR versus Chennai Super Kings, season opener. Uh, Chennai Super Kings, modest start, and unfortunately lost by 6 wickets to KKR, who also had a new captain, Shreyas Iyer, who looked very, very excited. Let's start with Ravi. Ravi, what do you think of team selection to start with for both the sides, KKR and Chennai Super Kings today?
First with Chennai Super Kings, I was not surprised with Chennai Super Kings. Whatever I predicted almost came through, except for Santner and Jordan swap. That's what I thought would happen. But yeah, I understand because the pitch is also keeping. It was too pacey wicket. So that's why they went with Santner. But KKR, I was surprised that they didn't go with another fast foreign player. They went only with three foreign players. Even though Mohammad Nabi was there, they went just with three foreign players. That shows the bench strength of KKR. Especially Indian pool as such. With Pat Cummins coming up, Finch and Saudi coming in, I think it will become much more bigger. So I think the overall playing 11 was pretty much predictable for CSK.
Okay. And how about the big, big decision before the first game? Kala Dhoni, I think this is the second time ever only that he's not captaining Chennai Super Kings after
Yeah,
14 years. I think first game was
yeah,
in a Champions League game, and
correct.
then now today. So
Yeah.
Jadeja taking the mantle. So let's talk about it, Ravi. So what do you think of that move from Dhoni?
Okay, I have a different opinion. I think it's a very pragmatic move. I would say because I know Dhoni will not play forever, right? Someone has to take the captaincy. I know everybody would say Dhoni is going to groom Jadeja, but my only query is we all thought, leave this innings which he played today, but if he was not playing this innings, he was picked for 12 crores for the captaincy thing that he's going to contribute to the team, right? If that is not going to be there, what is the point of paying the 12 crores for Dhoni and getting him, and we could have paid the 12 crores to anybody else, for Shreyas Iyer or any big player that is possible in the auction. Number two, this team, all the CSK, example Kasi sir, a lot of people said that, this is a team that Dhoni wanted, this is the team that Dhoni aspired for, so Dhoni knows how to handle this team. Is this if Jadeja is going to take over the captaincy from Dhoni? Is this the team that Jadeja wants? I don't know. I'm not sure about it. So that is the only those are two concerns I have, because if Jadeja wanted Ambat Rayudu or Robin Uthappa, I'm okay. If Jadeja doesn't need, then what is the point of giving the mantle to Jadeja straight away? Rather check with Jadeja and form a team that he wants, because you're going to go in 1 or 2 years. He's going to take this team for next 3, 4, 5, 6 years also. So I don't know if that has happened, because every single people whoever spoke after the auction was, this is the team that Dhoni wanted. This is the team that Talavan wanted. Tala wanted. So when you're going to give the captaincy to Jadeja in start of the tournament, I mean, how does it make sense? I simply can't understand that. That is the one logic I can still can't understand. I don't see, this is not a team for Jadeja. I don't know how Jadeja is going to handle this. I don't know if Jadeja will be comfortable handling Robin Uthappa, Ambatirayadu, and slow-paced, no fielders. I don't know how he's going to go, and I don't know how much Jadeja is going to control, because Jadeja is more of, outfield player, fielder, because wherever he is, he's going to take the catches. I don't know how much he's going to contribute in field, and Dhoni is going to control the field placements and all that stuff. That is something I'm looking forward to see how he's going to do.
Some very interesting perspectives. Some of them I agree, and some of them I have my opinion. But let's bring in a neutral RCBN view about Dhoni giving up captaincy and Jadeja being Chennai Super Kings captain. Vishal.
I think even though it was announced one day before, right? I don't think it was a decision made at that point of time. I think they had made this decision well before. It was a well thought decision, but they announced it just one day before. So that is where I think I disagree with Ravi there, because I think they had already made this decision. They didn't want to make it upfront. They made it just before the tournament started. Otherwise, it would not be something. I think that on the CSK management, everybody already knew about it. Kind of. That's what I feel. Because otherwise, I don't think a franchise like CSK would do this something like at the last minute. Who actually CSK, they are known to stick with their players, stick with their captains. They don't make changes that much, right? So, like knowing them as a franchise, I think it was already well thought of, and they just announced it just one day before the tournament. That's it, I guess. It's not like something which they made it at the last minute. And I think, yeah, since Dhoni is not going to be forever, they wanted to have a replacement, and I think they thought of Jadeja, but for a captaincy material, even Jadeja is almost 32, 33. I would have actually gone with an younger captain if they wanted to go with someone and see how somebody like Ruturaj Gaikwad, who already captains Maharashtra. So give it to somebody like a youngster and try to groom him rather than groom somebody like a Jadeja who has never captained anywhere. So that's one opinion which I had. I think rather than giving it to Jadeja, they could have given it to some youngster and groom him up for the captaincy role.
Interesting. Okay, so let's shift our focus back on the
No,
game.
I want to hear. I want to hear your opinion first before.
I feel it is a absolutely right move because of two reasons. One, look, Dhoni not not giving captaincy to somebody else this year would have caused CSK to have more holes than they already do today. That's number
True,
one. Hence,
true,
this is the right timing he did it. Second, the
true.
reason why Jadeja is because he was also a retention player. I
Yeah,
understand that Ruturaj Gaikwad point of view, Vishak, everybody speculated that Ruturaj will come. But the reason why Jadeja makes sense is Jadeja has been there outside of the Rajasthan Royals season. He's the only one who's continued to be loyal. DJ Bravo is also on the retirement path. So logically speaking, but what is fascinating, which did not cross my mind, is what Ravi mentioned. Jere is primarily an outside the ring fielder. Now he had to make a big adjustments to come into the inside the ring for making sure that he's close to the action. That will be a fascinating thing as to how that will come through. But there is another aspect of Moeen Ali probably, but Moeen Ali, because of the availability, is another reason why Moeen Ali probably would not go for. But I feel that it is definitely a right decision and right timing for Dhoni. And Dhoni is always going to be there, Ravi, right? For your
no, no,
concern
no, I
about
understand. No, my point is, I told Jadeja will become captain in year 2020 itself. Even if you see the last year, our videos, wherever I've said, I've told Jadeja is going to be the next captain. I don't have any problem with Jadeja being a captain. My only issue is about picking this team, because every single communication that we made, we said, no, he's going to be the Dhoni is going to be the captain. This is the team that Dhoni wanted and all this stuff. Then the whole perspective of Jadeja being a captain and him taking the decision of the team goes away, right? I mean, if you have as Vishak said, they would have decided, say, 6 months back or after the end of last IPL. Is this a team that Jadeja wanted? Is my only concern. If
mm,
Jadeja wanted the same team, if he wanted a better player, or for example, if he wanted Shah Rukh Khan, or any other player, for example, Sai Kishore example, whom he would have faced him in the nets also. Did he want those players? And I don't know. And we in every single communication, everywhere we said Tala needed it. Okay, great. If Tala is going to lead the team, okay, let him have this team. But if Jadeja is going to be leading the team that you have decided 6 months back or 4 months back, then I don't know whether it's going to be the same team, because whatever I see in the auction, the format of whatever players that we picked, it's all completely Dhoni style only. That's where my concern of this entire Dhoni and Jadeja giving the right now captaincy is.
But we all know that's how franchisees work. Captains have very less, of a say, and it's about owners and support staff making a decision about whether
No,
it
but
is.
not here, no. I mean, the CSK didn't operate that way, right? All these years of owners making that decision.
Interesting points. But let's talk about batting order of CSK. Clearly, I know it is a first game, not being
Yeah.
too critical, but they're missing number one, Faf du Plessis at the top. It was pretty evident. And second, like Drainage is saying, Moin Ali. So did you guys miss Faf and Moin Ali in the batting order today?
More than Faf, I think we missed Moin Ali only. I think he would have given much more stability after Uttapa's wicket. So that's where I felt Jadeja was too early to come after Uttapa's wicket. So I felt Moin Ali was much more needed there.
Okay. And what about Ruturaj Gaikwad, Vishak? I know it's a first game, but that was a little unconventional shot of his. He's usually technically very correct. He also missed a free hit, which was right there for the hitting. So is it just first game nerves, you think?
I think it's just the first game. I think you can give him that like benefit of doubt here because really we have all seen him like how good he is, and even in the Syed Mushtaq Ali and then the local tournaments, right? He has performed pretty well, and even in the 50 overs tournament, which happened, which I Hazare Trophy, he churned out hundreds like anything. I think he scored 400s on the trot or something like that. So I think he was in good form. So maybe that good form just took over him, and he tried to play too many shots at the start. Maybe he'll just maybe in such pitches he might have to respect the new ball bowlers a little bit, where there is a little bit like the wicket was sticky a little bit, and the ball was also moving a little bit. Maybe he could have given himself a little bit of time for a couple of overs, and then he could have played those shots. Maybe he'll learn with time because I think he has not played on such wickets. Maybe if see he has played for 2 seasons, and even he has not played on the Chennai wicket, which is actually quite similar to this, where it is slow and low kind of. So definitely, I think playing on such wickets, he will definitely get better.
Yeah. And Umesh Yadav also performing well, like any RCBN who leaves RCB and goes elsewhere, Vishak. Umesh Yadav seems to be coming into the groove. He's supposedly the best bowler today for KKR. Any thoughts on his performance?
Yeah, Umesh Yadav, after he went from RCB, he was in Delhi Capitals also. I think Delhi Capitals also did not use him properly. I think he was with KKR previously, and he used to perform there as well. So I think Umesh Yadav, if used properly, it's like how like KKR used him today, right? If you use him at the death, he'll go for runs. It's like he has to. He is a good swing bowler, so initially he can give you that wickets. So you use him for around 2 to 3. If you use him for 2 overs, also try to finish his quota by 15th or 16th over. If you keep him for the death, 1 over you are guaranteed for 20 to 25 runs. So the way you utilize him is pretty important. So I think KKR used him pretty well. I think KKR, if one thing KKR will be concerned today is the death bowling. I think the last 2 or 3 overs, they leaked quite a lot of runs. Where Chennai Super Kings were heading for around 110, 115 kind of a total. The last 2 overs just changed the game, and they gave away around 20 to 25 extra runs there. I think that is one thing they'll be a little bit concerned about KKR.
Yeah. And Ravi, Uttapa looked very, very promising. This is good
Yeah.
signs. First game, he looked in fantastic touch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he missed out today. But question from Garanij is, do you think CSK should focus on future with young players, even if they lose one season?
I mean, they're already doing it. I mean, CSK has never bought a under 19 player. I don't remember any under 19 player apart from Baba Aparajit also, but he was not under 19 player that time. But Angar Kekar was straight away coming from under 19 team, right? I think that itself shows their mentality. And we have got a lot of youngsters this time, like Tushar Deshpande and Prakash Solanki and all those players we have got. I think we are going to concentrate on those guys. I mean, yeah, I think CSK's, that general template does not allow us to invest more on these young guys. We investing on under 19 player itself is a huge, huge step forward, I guess, for CSK. I think.
Most definitely. And surprisingly, I don't know how many of us thought that Rahane will make a difference, even though it was a low scoring game. He was a top contributor for KKR. Vishak, any surprises there with Rahane's innings?
I think this kind of totals, right? It is perfectly suited for Rahane kind of batting. The way he bats at 120, 125 strike rate, right? So I think around the target of 130 to 150, it is if you see like for KKR, is how Kane Williamson is. He can be something like that for KKR. Rahane can be something like that because he bats at that 120, 125 strike rate, like anchors the innings. That's his primary job. So I think this kind of 130ish total is where he kind of thrives on, and he could bat at his own pace, kind of. Even though at the end he scored around 44 of 34 balls, something. I think that was a perfect kind of strike rate for this kind of a total, and he laid the platform. Had it been around 150 or had it been 160 or 170 on this pitch, he would have definitely struggled because we know how he struggles on the slow low pitches. He is someone who likes the ball coming onto the bat and try. He is someone who plays on the race shots. So maybe if the total was a little higher, he would have struggled on this pitch. But given this total, I think it was a kind of a perfect platform for him. And yeah, he did play well, and we all want him to come back to form and see. Yeah, I think this is a different format, but he is a test player. But at least some kind of form definitely helps. So if he can get to some kind of form, and then I think in domestic also Ranji also I think he scored 100 as well in the first game. So if he can carry on some good form, and if he gets to be noticed, I think it will be good for him
I
Yeah.
in the
think
longer run.
KKR needs that kind of player also. So, if you see the entire lineup, everybody are hard hitters like your Venkatesh Iyer, Shreyas Iyer. I know he's still a very aggressive batsman, but person who can, like Vishak said, person who can anchor the innings, who can play, even at difficult pitches, proper cricketing shots. I think Rahane is very key there for KKR.
Yeah, most definitely. And how cool is DJ Bravo? 3 wickets. He almost got the team back into action.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought is Chennai coming back and winning this, Ravi? DJ Bravo.
No, I don't. I didn't see Chennai winning this in any point of time. But yeah, I think DJ Bravo does whatever he does usually. I think he's already equaled Malinga's record of highest wicket tally. I guess I'm not sure if I'm not wrong. I think anyways and moreover he was very economical also because last few years he was not very economical like how he was today. I mean today they were chasing very low target also, so they didn't go for much aggressive runs. But I think Bravo will be a very key player with for Jadeja. If Bravo, because we don't have any other good death bowler, Adam Mill does not show that kind of any kind of intention. I was very surprised with Adam Mill only today because we were predicting him to bowl at least 140 plus regularly. He didn't even have an average speed of 135 today, so I was very surprised with him. And
Mm.
I don't see any other dead bowler apart from Chris Jordan helping out Bravo here with Deepak Chahar absence. Bravo has to step in, and he's most experienced player playing in CSK. I'm sure he will definitely do well. He has to do well. There's no other option for us this season.
Yeah. And keeping this game aside, next game coming up for Chennai is Lucknow Super Giants, brand new team. So will you make any changes, Ravi?
Uh, and I think maybe Adam Mill might sit down and Chris Jordan might come up. So I think that makes much more better sense. Or even Angar Kekar can come in place of Deshpande. And anyways, I think Santner will go out for sure. And Ali Bhai will definitely come in. So
Yeah. Moin Ali will slot in back at 3 for me because I
yeah,
think he is in quarantine, and that's why he did not play today. He's already in Mumbai. He is in quarantine.
yeah.
So I think he should be ready for the next game. So that will be one major change they'll do. But I think they will not tinker with Tushar Deshpande. I think because CSK, as we know, they kind of give a
Yeah.
longer rope for the players. I think Tushar Deshpande they'll still give a game. Maybe Adam Mill, as Ravi said, maybe that is one thing they might look at. But I don't think the Indian players they usually give a longer run. So I don't think they'll replace Tushar Deshpande.
Moin Ali coming in will be automatic boost on the top order for
Yeah.
sure. There will be, and plus he'll get you 24 quality deliveries as well. Excellent. So switching to tomorrow's game, tomorrow is a Sunday doubleheader. Delhi Capitals versus Mumbai Indians, a heavyweight game, and then RCB are going to open their account with Punjab Kings. So Vishak, excited? Again,
Definitely.
another RCB two team playing with RCB.
Yeah, but I think first let's talk about the first game, which is the DC versus Mumbai Indians. I think even though Mumbai Indians haven't won a their first game since 2012, I think for this game I think Mumbai Indians hold the edge because crucial players of Delhi are missing here. They have only 7 foreign players they have selected, and 5 of them are not available. The 2 of them who are available are Tim Seifert and Roman Powell. So maybe Tim Seifert will slot in at the top, and Roman Powell will bat at fourth. We all know Roman Powell is kind of a volatile player, so we don't know how he is a kind of a hit or miss player. So like they will definitely miss their and Andrik Notke is not yet fit,
Yeah.
and so it's like they will have to like bring up all their Indian contingent, whoever backups they had bought, and they will have to play them. So that's where I think Mumbai Indians definitely will miss Surya Kumar Yadav, but I think but I still think Mumbai Indians hold the edge for this game. And second game, I think it will be again Punjab Kings are will be missing a couple of players as well in Johnny Bairstow. So I think Johnny Bairstow will be a very crucial player for them. So it will be interesting to see whom they replace him with. Maybe someone like a Bhanuka Rajapaksa or someone, but definitely Johnny Bairstow is a big shoes to fill in. Similarly, RCB also have a bigger hole. Maxi is not there, and Josh Hazelwood is not playing. So I would feel Punjab hold a bigger edge over there, at least for this game, because RCB are missing some of the crucial players. But I definitely would want RCB to win. But talking from if I leave out that RCB fan point of view, I think Punjab Kings are little ahead on that front.
Ravi, predictions for tomorrow's games? Delhi, Mumbai, and Rajasthan, Punjab.
I'll
Sorry,
stick with the Vishak.
RCB.
Vishak was spot on there. I think MIS is a better team than DC as of now, at least on paper. I mean, you don't know. Paper doesn't reflect on what performances. And Mumbai Indians are known to lose the first match. So hopefully, Mumbai Indians break that jinx. And RCB Kings of Punjab, it's a very close call. I'm I'm more I'm more keen to see how Faf du Plessis play in that RCB colors. That is going to be the my and that is what I want to see tomorrow. I want to see what he does and how he's going to run the team. And I want to see that 10 crores Asaranga how he does because I'm just curious to see what has he done for 10 crores. I'm just curious to see what has he done, which all has not done. So I want to see that.
Should be very interesting Sunday. If RCB wins, then this pod will be packed, jam packed. Even if they lose, I think it will be packed. But anyway,
Yeah.
exciting times coming up. As I said earlier, next 60 days are a ton of games. The format is slightly different. We have two groups, 10 teams. So stay tuned. There is lots going on. For folks who are watching, supporting us, drop us a like. Thanks for supporting us. And Ravi, cheer up. Lucknow Super Giants game coming up.
Yeah, I'm happy with the team. Easy game.
I'm sure you'll give it
Overrated team.
support. Vishak, thanks for hopping on. Really appreciate it. For folks who have joined in, see you tomorrow for the next game of IPL 2022 and enjoy rest of the Saturday. Thanks, chaps.
Yeah, thanks for doing.